Hi everyone, and in today's video came just because I was bored, and I thought I'll use my autistic abilities to make up my own Dragon Ball transformations, I guess. And part of the reason why I wanted to do this was because I may be starting a what if channel, but I won't be like recording all of it myself. I'll just be using a text to speech thing. If I do make the channel, I'll link it in like the description or something. But anyways, I guess I'll start with like the first few ones because I've made them for not just Saiyans. I've made them for like other races as well. But for this one, for the first few, I will start with the Saiyan forms that I made. Okay, so the first one you'll just think it's Super Saiyan 4 with a Super Saiyan 2 aura. But for just for the sake of continuity for this, for when I do make what ifs. What if I do? Super Saiyan 4 won't be referred to as Super Saiyan 4 because it just doesn't make sense. Because if it were the case, then Super Saiyan God would be Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball Super. Because, I mean, it doesn't make sense because it's a mix of both Super Saiyan and Great Ape. So, I just use I just use what another YouTuber did and call it Raffle Super Saiyan. And this one would be Super Saiyan 2 and the Raffle form instead. And then the next form after that would be Raffle Super Saiyan 3, which is a bit different than what is Super Saiyan 4. But yeah, these aren't too unique, but I just thought I'll just show them off first. Now the next form that I've made is a mix between Super Saiyan God and Raffle, or humanoid Great Ape. Now you're probably wondering why isn't it like blue, like a light blue, like Super Saiyan blue? And well, I guess the simple thing is that genetics don't work like crayons. So yeah, I decided to go with purple, which the same YouTuber used. But I think for this form, I would go for a Raffle Super Saiyan. No, not Raffle Super Saiyan. Raffle Super Saiyan God. And then I've made another form which would just be Raffle God. And I've made yet another form. I got really bored last night. It would be if Super Saiyan Blue Evolution was used with Raffle. And whenever I say Raffle, I mean like the form Broly used before going Super Saiyan. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, that's what I'm on about. So yeah, that would just be... It would be really overpowered, I just realised. It would just be like, Jesus. I mean, Raffle Super Saiyan God would be the equivalent of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. Wait, no, the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10. And, jeez, I don't even know what would be comparable with Blue Evolution with... I guess it would be Raffle Blue Evolution. I guess that would be the name of that form. And another form is... Well, I was going to go make, like... a legendary Super Saiyan 2, kind of like what Dragon Ball Z Broly had. Well, he didn't use... It would just be the evolved form of his Super Saiyan form, but I just thought it would look barely different, and if I were to do one, I'd make, if someone else was a legendary Super Saiyan like Goku, which is what I use for this one, which would be a legendary Super Saiyan 3, and it's not too different, I just like the look of it. Now, I only have two transformations left that I guess I've kind of made up. One of them is it's an idea that has been introduced before, which I'll just discuss now. So it wouldn't be much useful to Goku, mainly Goten and Trunks, but like a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 3, or just a full power Super Saiyan 3, whichever you want to call it. And I'd assume it will just have no stamina loss, and I don't really know what else would be a function of the form. It will just be even stronger than Super Saiyan 3. Now the final Saiyan transformation that I made is not a new concept like the last form, but I think the design of it is kind of unique, I guess. It would be like an evil Super Saiyan form. Now I kind of just based the idea of it. It's kind of sad, but kind of like not Sith in Star Wars, because like red lightsabers is like, it's more of a Sith thing, and you know, it's it's cringe and it's nerdy, but I mean, it helped me make the form, and there's nothing else to it. I guess it's just be a transformation that like someone who's evil could use. So like an evil Saiyan, like I guess if you've watched Dragon Ball Super, or you've watched Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I think Combo is his name. Like he could probably use it. Now I've not just made transformations for the Saiyan race. I've actually done some for Frieza. So I thought if I were to do a scenario, and let's just say, like this, one I'd quite like to do is like, what if Goku was a legendary Super Saiyan? Like, I know it's like a concept I've done before, but I thought about if like when Frieza made his golden form, he made it to mock the Super Saiyan form. So if he was a legendary Super Saiyan, it would be a different colour. Hence, which you'll be seeing now, I guess it would be Emerald Frieza, or some form of green metal that I don't know. Hang on. So it turns out that the only metals that become green are like copper alloys, and copper itself when it oxidizes. So I guess Emerald Frieza would have to stick. And just nothing else to say about it, I guess. Now another form that it's not really my like it's not unique, but it's something that I did. It would be if Frieza had like a rose gold form, and well, it's more just rose than rose gold, but yeah, I didn't really know what to do, to be honest. Now another character that I gave forms to was Piccolo, and I thought because Piccolo got like his orange form, it came from the like Earth Dragon Balls. I thought, what if he got it from a different set of Dragon Balls? Now, originally I thought there was only just like the orange and red ones, but then I remembered that there were the Shadow Dragon Balls from Dragon Ball GT, so I thought, well, what if he got it from that wish? So I made it inspired with the colour scheme of that, and like Frieza, I decided to make a I guess a rose Piccolo. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah. And for the last one I did, I guess the Shadow Dragon one, or a blue Piccolo. I started doing time lapses because that was a function with the app that I was using. I just thought that would be interesting to say. And for the final two characters that I gave forms to, I gave forms to Cell and Granola, because why not? They're both interesting characters. And I guess I'll start with Cell. So when making the design for like this, I guess, form, it was Piccolo's like new orange form. Well, I guess it's new. Yeah, it came out almost a year ago. Jesus. Anyways, I decided to make a form for Cell because he has Piccolo's DNA, so it's not impossible for him to. Well, it wouldn't be impossible for him to have it. It's just that I doubt Shenron would be generous enough to give him the form. But yeah, there's nothing else to it. It's just that's what it is. Now, for this version of Cell, I was really torn on the design for it because I was aiming to make I guess it would be his version of Super Saiyan 4. Like, it would be his perfect form, which is kind of like the Super Saiyan form, mixed with the Raffle form. So I had a bit of difficulty coming up with like a design for it, and I ended up coming up with the design that you're currently seeing. And I just realised I made another form, not for Cell, but for another character, and I'll just show it now. I made it for Moro. It's nothing interesting. It's if he absorbed if he took the abilities of, I guess, Beerus, or if Vegeta got Ultra Ego, then that. So for the last two forms, I didn't actually have a lot of difficulty doing this, because my inspiration was just, well, it was just Granola's like white eye colours, and I just turned that into a transformation. And I kind of liked how it turned out. And to be honest, it's kind of the same for this other form. I guess it would be a Super Cerulean 2. But the problem is I was trying to find a picture of Granola without without oatmeal, but there was no pictures with the long hair, and like no oatmeal, so it was kind of awkward. But like, this is like the best I could do. And that's all the forms that I've made for this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please tell me in the comments, and like if you have any suggestions for any other forms, I guess, like leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.